Hey, what is up, sports bettors? It is Matt Modi with OddsJam, and what we're going to be doing in this video, how about we lock in some last-minute player props for Sunday Night Football tonight? So the game tonight, we got the Bengals and the Ravens. Home game for the Ravens. Going to be a pretty awesome game. I'm pretty excited for it. If you want my general betting preview for the game itself, looking at the main markets, the money line, point spread, total, stuff like that, check out the OddsJam YouTube channel. I came out with a betting preview for this game. For this video specifically, what we are going to be doing, just locking in some player props. And I have a really awesome player prop that I found using OddsJam, using the positive expected value page. Using OddsJam, you are placing bets in which you are gaining the edge over the sportsbook you're placing the bet with. Incredibly important in this day and age with all these legal sports books. You have to find some sort of edge. Unfortunately, the sports books charge a juice. They charge a tax called a VIG to all of the different odds that they post. So generally, the sports books have the edge over you. Using OddsJam, you can gain the edge back over them. So for this video, the bet that I am going to lock in, J.K. Dobbins over 12.5 rushing attempts, minus 102 on FanDuel. So let me go ahead and actually place this bet. Let me lock it in and let's chat about it. So let me add this to my bet tracker as well. Actually, tracking your bets is incredibly important. To be a profitable sports bettor, you need to understand whether you are profitable or not. So tracking your bets is important, as is line shopping. So if I click a play, if you just click into any of these plays, it pulls up where every sportsbook is pricing odds for this play. And just compare the odds that FanDuel is offering you compared to every other book. So Tipico is close at minus 105. Betfred, kind of close at minus 110. But look at the rest of the betting market. BetMGM, minus 125. Caesars, minus 119. DraftKings, minus 125. BetRivers, minus 120. BetOnline, which this is important because BetOnline is one of the sharpest sports books in the world, price this at minus 116. Play up, minus 126. All in all, the no vig line calculated from OddsJam prices this at about minus 104, minus 105 if you want to round up. Only 27 cents of juice being charged for this play, which is really good. But the main thing here is the no vig line. I mentioned before, sportsbooks charge a juice that is called the vig. In order to understand what the betting market truly thinks of a play, you have to remove the vig. They charge the vig in order to make their money. But what they're really doing is giving a percent chance they think of a bet is going to hit. They're just assigning a percentage to it, and then you convert that percentage into odds. It's really cool. Something that OddsJam does has a calculator that does that for you. So if you just go to calculators, odds converter calculator, and you type in any odds that you're looking at. In this case, let's type in minus 102 because those are the implied odds that FanDuel is giving you. We're typing in minus 102. Gives a probability of about just above 50% chance according to this FanDuel line at minus 102. This basically means if you place 1,000 bets and every single one of them is at minus 102 odds, if you win that bet 50% of the time, 50.5% of the time. So again, if you're placing 10,000 bets and you win 5,050 times, you would have broken even on those series of bets, on those 10,000 bets. Any probability above 50.5%. So anytime you're winning over that 5,050 number, you are profiting from this interaction. And the no vig line calculates this play at about a 51.6% win percentage. That is your positive expected value. It only needs to hit 50.5% of the time in order to break even. Anything above that number, you will be profitable. And thanks to OddsJam, thanks to them calculating the no vig line, they are pricing it, they have this win percentage at 51.6%. So tons of things to keep in mind here. Number one, the value of line shopping. Constantly, or being signed up for every sports book, I should say, constantly making sure that you are always getting the best odds. So for whatever state that you're located in, just look at what the betting landscape is and sign up for any sports book that you are not currently signed up with. If you're unsure, just go to oddsjam.com, resources, legalization tracker. All that work is done for you. And then it'll tell you, oh, these books are legal in your state. If there's a book that you're not signed up with, go ahead and sign up. But the play itself, the J.K. Dobbins over 12.5 rushing attempts, this Ravens offense needs the rushing element from a running back. They were a good offense last year, but you can tell that they're missing that running element. Last year, they had a bunch of broken down, old, washed up running backs because everybody got hurt. This year, they finally got J.K. Dobbins back healthy after he missed the first couple games. He got a game under his belt. He scored a couple touchdowns. Now, assuming that knee injury is fine, he had a chest injury. Not really concerned about that. The knee is what took him out of the year last year. So 1 week healthier, getting some work done on that knee makes me very confident in this play over 12.5 rushing attempts. And I think they're going to lean on the rushing game. The Bengals have a pretty good pass defense. Their rush defense is good, but they took a hit with their defensive tackle DJ Reader out. So all in all, this is a pretty good play. I put 1 unit on it, which is $100 for me. So for those of you at home, recommend locking in this play on FanDuel. And that's it. So I appreciate you guys watching and have a good one.